good day. Today we picked up a new washer and dryer right there in the back from some good folks that we met that are from our church. They just moved to the area and they already had a washer and dryer, and the place they bought came with a washer and dryer, so they gave us, which one?
The one that came with the house.
The one that came with the house, their Maytag, right? And the house is how old?
12 years old.
12 years old, so the washer and dryer can't be any older than 12 years. So I tell you what, that's a blessing. We've had a lot of blessings, to be honest.
Yes.
Like when I broke my ankle, I thought that was a horrible, horrible thing that happened. And you know, little girl, she had to do all the moving, which you weren't too happy about that. But
that was kind of a blessing for me too, get me stronger than I knew.
So yeah, it got you stronger, like any old man.
Yeah.
That's an inside joke, but you know, we thought, well, that really stinks because we got this house. Now at the time, we thought the solar worked fine. Every time we went there and turned on the power, it came on. The inspector said it worked fine, but nobody inspected the batteries. I just didn't think about it, and that's on me, really. But the batteries and the panels were both old and mistreated and not taken care of, right? So they all had to be replaced. Now, replacing them was going to be $8,000. We didn't know it was going to be that much money, right? And as I said, I didn't even know we needed to replace them when I broke my ankle. And then I find out that we not only have insurance that's going to pay for everything with my ankle, but we have Aflac who gave us cash. And just enough cash to take care of that solar system and a few other things here and there around the property. I'll tell you, that's a blessing too. Then we have the blessing of the refrigerator. Our next door, we don't have any refrigeration because the refrigerator that came with our place didn't work. It probably just needs to be cleaned out, you know, the flume or whatever, but it didn't work. So our next door neighbor, my mom's talking to him, and he's got an extra one. Propane refrigerator. These things are not cheap. They're like $2,500, and he gave it to us.
For free. For
free, and barely knew us. We just moved out there. Another blessing.
And that same neighbor graded our road.
He does grade our, well, he's got a grader that he grades the main road, but he actually came over when he did that and graded ours a little bit too, because it was pretty bad. So we are truly blessed. And
our new church family is giving money to Kyla's school.
Oh, are they? Oh, well, yes. The church that we're going to is helping pay for my daughter's education, which, you know, she does go to a Christian school. It's not as good as homeschooling, in my opinion, because there's still a lot of indoctrination that happens even there. And not because they're Christians, because obviously we are too. That's the kind of indoctrination I'm looking for. But, you know, there's quite a few of them that aren't conservative Christians anyway. So there's that. But it's nice, you know. It's a nice school. It's a school I went to when I was a kid, and I'm glad that she's able to go there. And we're truly blessed that they're helping out, paying for that, because I don't think we could do it. Well, I know we couldn't do it without their help. I mean, we're still struggling. We're still having hard times. We still have, you know, trouble paying our bills here and there. But I tell you what, having a positive mental attitude and praying about it, we've definitely had some answered prayers, some that we didn't even know we needed, like the ankle. I really didn't think I needed that at the time. I thought that was a hindrance, a horrible thing that happened, but in reality, it saved our butts. So I'm very thankful to my Lord and Savior on that, and, you know, I can't complain too much. Not to mention, it was a lesson in humility, because I wasn't able to do hardly anything for myself for a couple months there, and being that dependent on other people for the most basic stuff in human existence is definitely, you know, different. And I don't know if I'm glad I had it, but I'm glad it's over and done with, and I'm a lot more independent again. But I got through it. I hope you get truly blessed. I hope that things happen for you too. Try to have that positive mental attitude. If you believe in a higher power, obviously pray a lot. Maybe go to church, because there's a lot of good people in church. Some churches, there's always going to be those bad ones, but You know, just like here on YouTube, hopefully there's more positive people than there are negative. So we are at an archery place in Flagstaff, Arizona, called Bull Basin Archery. Gonna get my daughter's bow restrung because it popped its string a year ago yesterday. And I know that because for my birthday I'd gotten some stuff that we took out to the archery place and that's when it broke. So a year later we're gonna get it fixed and maybe pick up a target for her and stuff so that she can shoot some arrows out in the property and maybe eventually go hunting with it if she wants. Well, that kind of sucked. Apparently it's kind of like it was dry fired, and that's obviously bad, but I know she didn't dry fire it. I saw her load an arrow and let it go, but maybe it wasn't knocked as good as it needed to be or something small. It's kind of weird, don't really understand it, but oh, that kind of stinks because these little pegs that are in the wheels of the bow, sorry if I don't know all the technical terms, but they slammed against the bars. They're called the bars, right? Limbs. The limbs. Right? Slammed against the limbs, made it fracture a little bit, you know, because it's just like really bonded fiberglass or something like that. So supposedly we're gonna need to replace the limbs and installed. They would only charge us $25 to install it, so it's not that bad, but it's like a little over $100. So total after everything it's gonna be like 150 bucks to get it restrung and relimbed and all that, and of course they have to order in the limbs. But we had them go ahead and put on the string back with their advice of being very careful and watching it, and if it gets any worse, you know, don't do it anymore, which is fine. And then I will have to get this taken care of at a later time. But we did pick up a target, so until we see signs of wear on the limbs even more, then you know, it's something for her to shoot. I haven't fallen once this year. Alright guys, well that's all I got for you today. If you liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. If you really like the video, go ahead and subscribe if you're not already. God bless, and I'll see you in the next one.